In the peaceful countryside of Gifu Prefecture, Japan, there lived a boy named Akira. From a young age, Akira was a unique child. While other kids immersed themselves in games, Akira would sit for hours by the windowsill, listening to the wind whisper through the bamboo groves and jotting down strange ideas in the small notebook he always carried. Akira wasn't a quiet or shy child. On the contrary, he was enthusiastic about sharing all his thoughts and dreams. Every time he came up with a new idea, he would eagerly tell everyone about it, his classmates, his teachers, even strangers in the village. Once, he proudly announced to the whole class that he would invent a machine that folds clothes automatically. The class clapped, the teacher smiled. But a few weeks later, Akira abandoned that idea for a new one, a singing bicycle. A week after that, it was smart glasses that could translate languages in real time. And so it went, idea after idea, but nothing ever came to life. Each time he talked about his new plans, Akira felt a rush of excitement, as if he had already accomplished something great. He loved the admiration in people's eyes, the praise, the attention. But over time, he began to feel empty. The admiration didn't last. The ideas remained on paper. Nothing materialized. One autumn afternoon, as maple leaves painted the narrow path to the village's ancient shrine in shades of red, Akira decided to visit Mr. Kenji, a retired teacher known for his wisdom and quiet life. Akira had always respected him from afar, but had never actually sat down to talk. Mr. Kenji was pouring tea when he noticed Akira enter. "The boy with all the dreams has come to see me. What's on your mind?" Akira bowed his head and mumbled, "I don't understand. I think a lot. I sketch my designs. I plan so much, but nothing ever happens." Mr. Kenji smiled gently, his eyes narrowing as if he already knew the answer. He handed Akira a warm cup of tea and began to speak slowly. Many years ago, there was a farmer in this very village. His name was Haruto. He was poor. He had only a patch of dry, infertile land, but he had a dream to turn that land into a lush, thriving farm. Every day before the sun rose, Haruto worked tirelessly, and he never told anyone about his plans. When people asked what he was doing, he would just smile and say, "You'll see." They gossiped, they mocked him, but he kept working. At first, his land was barren, cracked earth, weeds, and disappointment. But Haruto kept at it. He saved seeds, hauled water, cleared stones with his bare hands. He didn't ask for praise, he didn't need it. What he had was silence and the freedom to fail without judgment. Seasons changed, a single tree bore fruit, a patch of vegetables began to grow, then came the fence, the new tools, the bigger plots. 10 years later, that barren field had become the most successful farm in the region. Trees bore fruit in rows, the farmhouse stood sturdy. Chickens, crops and customers filled the land with life. When his old friends asked him why he had never told them about his dream, Haruto simply replied, "Because when you talk too much about a dream, your mind tricks you into thinking it's already real. But when you keep it quiet, you stay hungry. You keep going." Akira sat in silence. The tea had gone cold, but something inside him was burning. He looked up at Mr. Kenji and asked, "Can I still change?" The old man just smiled. "Anyone can, but you must start by closing that notebook." From that day on, Akira changed. He stopped talking about his plans. When friends asked what he was working on, he simply shrugged and smiled. But in the small workshop at the back of his house, the lights stayed on late into the night. He taught himself to code. He learned how to solder, cut, and 3D print. There were accidents. One time he sliced his finger during a test, but he never spoke a word of complaint. Time passed. The boy who once loved to speak became a young man of few words but fierce focus. One day, he unveiled his first real invention, the clothes-folding machine he had once spoken of long ago. But this time, no one knew about it until it was already installed and working in a large city laundry center. His name began to spread. Journalists wrote about him. Companies sought him out. But Akira remained the same, quiet, grounded, disciplined. When a reporter once asked him for the secret to his success, Akira simply said, "Silence is the space where action finds its voice." His story became an inspiration for young dreamers across the country. In the rare speeches he gave, Akira would always repeat one message: guard your dreams like seeds buried in soil. Don't boast when you've just planted. Wait until the whole garden is blooming, then let it speak for you. And that's how Akira, the boy who once loved to talk, became one of Japan's most influential young inventors. Thank you for joining us on this quiet, powerful journey. If Akira's story moved you, even just a little, consider subscribing to Stay Inspired 86. We've got more stories like this waiting for you. Not loud, not flashy, just honest moments that might change how you see your own path. Stay curious, stay grounded, and above all, stay inspired.